Hey y'all, I had to come out on here for a minute and just tell y'all something that I thought you might benefit from too. So anyway, here goes. I went to church today. Today was Sunday, and the pastor was talking about these people that started this ministry called Global Christian Relief. And these people had a medical, well, before they started their ministry, they had a medical problem, medical issue that came up, and the husband took out a loan. They got this loan from like this loan shark, like what we would call them here in America. But they're in, this is in Nigeria. The husband would have to go live at the brick factory and make bricks to pay off his debt. But you'd never get the debt paid because you'd have to pay for your housing, living there, and you would have to pay for your food and any other expenses they wanted to tack on. So you'd never get ahead. You'd never get this paid off. So somebody paid off their debt to the loan sharks. And they were so grateful that they started this ministry called Global Christian Relief. And they collect donations to pay off debt to these people, for these people, that had to take out a loan because of a medical problem. It was, it's pretty much either they took out the loan or the person, it was a medical problem. They needed surgery or whatever. So anyway, that got me thinking. It's like here in America, if you don't have money to pay off your debt, you just don't pay it. You can go to the doctor and get surgery, and pretty much just not pay it. Especially if it's a life-threatening, surgery. They have to operate. They have to. They can't just let you die. So, but yeah. So yeah, I was thinking about that. We have it so good here in America. So good. Over there, they struggle to just put food on the table. Who's going to have the last bean? Whatever else they eat over there, I don't know. And in Haiti, too, I went on a short-term missionary trip in Haiti in the early 90s. And, they lived in huts. And they weren't going out buying new TVs or the latest kitchen gadget or, the latest hunting gear. They were just going to the market to buy food to feed their family. And that's it. That's all they had. They don't have money, like we do here in America. And I know some people do struggle here in America. I know, but here in America we have, food stamps, and they have cash benefits, and there's churches, church food place, food banks. I'm trying to think of the word. Church food banks that give away food all the time. You can find any church in your area and you can get free food. They don't have that in those other countries. They're starving in those other countries. So let's try and be more thankful for what we do have, and not, instead of those people are striving just to eat. Let's not, us, strive to buy the latest and greatest stuff. Let's try and be content with what we have. And I don't know, pay it forward when you can. I don't know. That's just something I was thinking about. And if the husband passes away, the widow, she's by herself. And normally she has nothing because she never worked. She stayed home, doing the house. The husband went to work because that's just what they do over there. So this, poor woman's got nothing. We have it so lucky here in America. We really do. And I know some of you may be like, well, I don't care. I wasn't born over there. I was born here, so it really don't bother me none. It doesn't matter to me. Too bad, so sad. You could have been born over there, though. But praise God, He put you here in America and not over there. So, anywho, just my day thinking, and then now it's nighttime, and I'm getting ready to go to bed. And I thought, you know what? This has been bothering me all day, so I figure I'd just jump on here, and I don't know, maybe one of you can benefit from the story, from my rambling. If you've ever heard of Global Christian Relief, let me know. I think it'd be kind of neat to, if anyone else has ever heard of them, that'd be kind of cool to hear, how you heard of them. But yeah, okay, well, I'm going to bed. Y'all have a wonderful night's sleep, and I'll talk to you again soon. All right.